little between them as far as the rankings are concerned. Van der Voort booking his place in the last 8 by beating Ian White 6-5 earlier today. As for Thornton, a 6-4 winner against Brendan Dolan. Cases to be made for both players out of Thought here, Rob.
Yes, I mean,
ladies and gentlemen,
both players have lacked a little bit of consistency.
Who really struggled in his second round match.
Well, Van der Voort's been the king of the shot-outs, but he's not going to take this out. Thornton comes back, hits the dart off the board, but then that sort of situation, that's acceptable, going for the double 18 double top. Now he leaves the double top. He's missed it, so that extra dart could have made all the difference. From 85, treble 15. I've known some people to go 25. One's gone that for the double 14. And double 14 it is. Robert Thornton has given that first leg away. It's a break throw.
Yep, certainly has.
He's going to go 16. That leaves the bullseye.
Wouldn't put it past him at all.
16.
Okay, he's off the mark there. Oh, wide of the mark there, but Thornton. Double 19. That's the danger. And he's in the madhouse.
I can assure you he didn't go for the 17.
I was just going to ask you about that. But it seemed to be very centrally placed in the 17 as well. That's the thing, it wasn't even close to the wire.
No. He would tell you the truth on it, but...
Yeah.
81.
However, it doesn't matter what double you hit, as long as you hit it.
Van der Voort looking to post a big score here to get things started in leg 3. Yeah, just to remind you, Van der Voort yesterday against Hamilton, bull double 16, and then he had a 160 checkout against Ian White earlier. And to win the match, 1-4-5, treble 20, treble 19, double 14, and he was 5-2 down in that match as well. It was one of many brilliant fightbacks we've seen this weekend. And there's back-to-back 140s here too against the Thornton throw, so Robert's under a bit of pressure here.
100.
But we've seen many qualifiers do well on the European circuit this year. Joey Mernan's reached a semi-final. Mensur Sulovic European qualifiers got to a semi-final as well.
And Joe Mernan's hasn't even got a tour card. He's a Challenge Tour player that's been given a chance, and he seized it. He's won a tour event this year as well. Well, 116 now for Vincent, and he talked about his confidence on his checkouts at the moment. And that's why.
Yeah. There's a classic example. Jamie Lewis, another European semi-finalist this year in Gibraltar.
A chance. Everyone's on the same platform. If some people do it, good luck to them. As Vincent fired down on 180. The second one the first one of the match for Vincent. 2 for Robert at the moment.
Well, do you know what? We could be nudging 200 180s this weekend. David Pallett's certainly weighed in with his fair share as well. Almost 10% of them.
That market alone has cost the bookies a few quid. Double 14 missed.
Now the anguish. Thornton there.
Well, Thornton wanted 38 in the previous leg. Now it's Van der Voort.
19.
Big chance going begging.
Robert, you require 40.
Doesn't want to go the other side of the wire either. If you're going to miss on the outside, and that's relief for Thornton. It's level at 2-2, and a match we always thought could well go the distance.
Yes. That's where we get all our background information from. Well, double 10 or you and Dan get all your information from. What's not in my head doesn't get brought up.
100. Robert, you require 20.
Well, Thornton just seems to have clicked into gear here. I'll say that, and he's strayed well away from the double 10.
I've got a feeling he hit this because he hit it in the previous leg.
Game shot of fifth.
And you know what? You're absolutely right.
Robert Thornton, 6 leg.
Suddenly, double 7 is
Game
Robert
on.
Thornton's friend. So he was broken in the first leg, but he leads 3-2. And there we see, ignoring the first 2 legs, it's been good quality darts over the course of the last 3. Very similar on the overall averages. This might enhance Thornton's, though.
125.
Well, Thornton, a big score here, and he might well fancy his chances of another break, but he's found treble 3 with his first dart, and he hasn't found a treble there either.
49.
Well, and Vincent's left himself a bogey, although he could not help leaving himself the bogey number, but he's going to get 6 darts from here anyway.
123.
Well, Vincent's not only dropped his flight, he's actually lost it momentarily. I think it may just have slipped down the gap there.
Well, before he bent over, he just made sure that Robert Thornton weren't ready to throw the darts.
It's going to require 39.
To level it up at 3 legs all, double 16, and that could have covered it a little bit.
7
Has done.
Robert, you require 142.
Well, normally we'd say he'll probably come back, but the way the checkouts have gone today, anything can happen. He's got to stay there, surely.
And he has done. Double 11 then to take a 4-2 lead.
It's just the way the day has gone, hasn't it? It's incredible.
It's just indicative of what we've seen so far. Nothing surprises me, not just today, but the whole weekend. So Robert has won 4 of the last 5 legs here. Vincent may have the higher average, but that's not counting for too much right now. It's been a fairly lucrative year for Robert Thornton. 25,000 for winning in Düsseldorf, 35,000 for reaching the last 8 of the World Championship as well. Plenty of bits and bobs elsewhere too. And maybe on course for another 25 grand here.
The averages are about average for the way they've played throughout the whole tournament, really. A lot of good legs, but the indifferent legs is what's brought their averages down.
139.
And Thornton here looking good for a 5-2 lead. Vincent wanting to put some pressure on, certainly going the right way about it. And there's another 180. Maybe a little too late as far as this leg is concerned, though. Thornton on 62. 20 leaves double 16. He's gone 12 tops. Yeah, nicely done. Look what it means to him. He knows he's almost there now.
Well, I think Robert's twisted his ankle again. He did that a while back and come and just caught it on the oche and really badly sprained his ankle. And
yeah, he looks to be hobbling, doesn't he?
He's starting to limp again, and I haven't seen that a lot this weekend, so he may have just caught it.
28.
Well, you get yourself in pole position like that, 5-2 up on the oche, and then post a 28. Thornton might get away with it here
60.
to an extent. As the camera zooms in, yeah.
Yeah, you can see he's just limping a bit, that left ankle.
Thornton.
Well, they're still in full voice this Sunday evening.
I think they'll be even more so in around about 5 or 10 minutes maybe, when Rodriguez and Van Gerwen are underway. That said, Van der Voort might want to keep this one going a little bit longer. Down to a finish of 161, albeit on his throw. Thornton's having a terrible leg here.
68.
60.
161.
Sorry, 28 to start things off. 95, 68.
97.
This is more like it though. Just a bit of pressure.
He's going for the 180 to get a bit of noise going to try and put Van der Voort off the 64. 16 leaves him the double 16.
32.
Now a chance for Thornton to close this game out.
Well, that simply had to go for Vincent Thornton. 70 away. That's treble 6, so he's left with 52.
He's miscounted.
Surely that was treble 6, 18 left 52. Was that right?
Yeah. I don't know what he thought.
Vincent required 32.
Anyway.
Game shot.
Strange one.
Yes, I can't. No doubt someone will let me know. At the moment, I can't work out. Hit the 18 to leave 52.
100.
Yeah, 18 would have left double 17.
They just miscounted.
Yeah.
Which happens at
I'm relieved
times.
it wasn't me.
No, it happens at times.
Of course it does, yeah.
Something's in your head and that's just, you go with it.
Especially, you know, the stage of a match like this where you perhaps mind is elsewhere.
83.
But Van der Voort has pounced. The deficit is 5-3.
96.
Thornton needs a better leg here in his approach play, and well, he can't catch much better than that.
Well, that's 6 180s in this match. Maybe 7.
138.
Switch to the 18s to make sure he leaves himself a check out.
He'll fancy that, Vincent, the way he's been doing it so far this weekend.
Well, you feel he's got to take it out if he's to stay in the match and in the European darts match play. And he's not going to do it, so Thornton, his favourite double top, to book himself.
No problem whatsoever, and Robert Thornton keeps himself on course for a second European Tour title of 2015. The European Open champion in Dusseldorf is through to the semi-finals of the European match play here in Innsbruck. Certainly didn't play at his best in that one, but it was more than enough against Vincent van der Voort. And it's the Thorn who goes through to face either Robbie James Rodriguez or Michael Van Gerwen. They're upstage next as Vincent makes his way